Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this pistachio tiramisu. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a medium-sized mixing bowl, place in your egg whites and whip them up until they reach a stiff peak stage, so they should be able to hold their shape very well on their own. You don't need to add anything to it, just the egg whites, and then set them aside until needed a little later on. If it's really warm where you are, do this bit a bit. Then into another bowl you can go ahead and add in your egg yolks followed by the sugar and whisk together until they are lighter and fluffier in colour and consistency. You will find as you work your way with the mixture, it will go from a bright orange colour to a much paler yellow colour, and this is what you're looking for. The volume should increase and the colour should decrease. That's generally how it works. And once you're happy and you get to a kind of this stage, you're good to go. You can then start to add in the mascarpone or mascarpone, whichever it is, and mix those in and mix it in until it's fully incorporated. A little by little will work really well, so around 2 or 3 additions should work really well. And just mix it in until it's fully incorporated and repeat until you have none left. Then give the bowl a good scraping down. Then you can go ahead and add in the vanilla extract followed by the pistachio paste and then mix until it's fully incorporated. You want the mixture to become a paler green colour, and this is what you're looking for to be perfect. Now you can start to incorporate your egg white, so I add around a third or half of my mixture and just start and fold that in using a metal spoon, as this will stop you from losing all of the volume. And repeat the process until you've incorporated all of the egg whites. It does take a little bit of time, but you want to be careful as you don't want to knock all of the air out that you made when you did with the egg whites earlier on. As you add the egg whites, you'll notice that the mixture does become different, and that's completely normal and fine, but it should still hold its shape but be spreadable as well. It's kind of a weird kind of consistency, but it should look something like this. Set but loose at the same time. That's how I'd explain it. Then grab yourself a 9x9 inch tin. It doesn't need to be lined or anything like that. Then take your sponge fingers and dip them into some freshly brewed coffee that is still warm. I find that warm coffee works best, but feel free to use whatever you can do, as otherwise it'll become bitter. Then line the base of your pan, tin or tray, whichever you call it, and it does take a little bit of time, but trust me, it's worth it. So just get all your fingers in there level as possible. I'm using 2 different brands, as you can tell here. You can then go ahead and top that with a generous amount of the pistachio tiramisu mix that we made a little earlier on. Just spread and level that out as best as you possibly can. I always recommend adding a little at a time until you've got the perfect amount, rather than adding just half of the mixture in straight away, as this did make a little bit extra and I did have a little bit left over to make a small tiramisu just as a tester for my friends and family. Then top that layer with some more of the sponge fingers which have been dipped into the coffee. Repeat the process until you've got another layer of coffee soaked fingers on top. It doesn't take that long, but you don't want to soak them too much, as otherwise when you cut it will be soupy underneath and nobody needs that. You can then go ahead and top that with some more of the pistachio tiramisu mix that we made earlier on, and just add a roughly around most of the mixture. It's roughly around like 80-90%. Just keep a little bit back. As I said earlier on, there's a little bit extra, as this recipe does make that bit extra. As if you've got a deeper side dish, you'll be able to add the rest in. But then spread and level it out until you're happy, and once you're happy, you can go ahead and do however you'd like. Decoration is really up to you. I just drizzled over, or attempted to drizzle, some pistachio paste. Didn't go very well, as you can tell. And then just sprinkled over some roughly chopped pistachio pieces. But again, it's really up to you. If you want to go to that extreme, you can. If you don't, then chill. It's really up to you. You could just with some cocoa powder for a more traditional touch. But it's really up to you. You can really customize it and personalize it. So choose what you want to, and let me know what you do if you decide to make it. Cutting into it, I was a little bit nervous as I'd maybe oversoaked some of the fingers, but there was no need to worry. It turned out perfectly, and everybody who tried it really enjoyed it, which was great, because that's what you want to hear. and I was really glad to be able to make this twice. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be links to this recipe, a link to my blog, and links to all my social medias. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.